Hello everyone, Yao Momo here again. It has been about 10 months since I actually made a video and posted it. I apologize for that, but you know, I was taking a break from idle games for that amount of time just because I was overwhelmed, I guess, by the amount of games I was playing all at once. I was playing 7 or 8 at the same time, and I couldn't keep up with it, with those games and my real life responsibilities, so I took a break. Which everyone should do if you feel like you're overwhelmed from something. You should try to see what's the most important part of your life, or most important part of the thing you're trying to do, and try to fix that. But I'm back now, and I decided that I'm going to reintroduce myself into recording idle games by showing off IDOLiSH7. This game is one that I've never really played before. I watched the anime when it was first airing back in the winter of 2017 through 2018. IDOLiSH7 recently had its 3rd anniversary, I believe, and they also recently had their first actual live. So the seiyus were actually singing on stage, and you know, after 3 years of being a series, being a franchise itself, they finally got their live. So I hope there will be more in the future of that sorts, and hopefully there will be a season 2 coming up for IDOLiSH7. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go into the game. I should also warn you guys, I did record a video earlier of this, and I lost the file like a fool. So, I did do a gacha pull in that one, so unfortunately that footage is lost. And I did get an SSR, and I will show it off to you guys, but I'll just run through the small things really quickly. This is your home screen. My rank is currently 14. I'm at 29%. There's my name, my level, 92. I have no idea what that means, but that's there. The game also has a badge system, which you can earn badges by doing things. I don't know what this badge is, but I like having it rather than the beginner badge up here. We, in this game, also have life, which essentially are life points, your LP, that's what you use to play lives. You got your G, which you earn by playing lives, and you have Stellar Stars, or Stellar Stones, I think. Currently I only have 15 because I already did a gacha pull like 20 minutes ago before I lost that file. The story section is down here, and there's special stories, and then there's a classic storyline. The classic storyline is what was going on in the anime series, so if you've already seen the anime, you can kind of skip over what's going on in the stories. There's also the side stories, which are special ones for like Christmas and introducing the rival groups like Trigger or stuff like that, or just going into other interactions or side stories and stuff like that. There's also the live button down here. I currently have lives that are new. Pretty much it's more or less the levels. So for example, it's considered new because I haven't played the hard mode of Monster Generation yet. Again, I've only been playing this game for... I got it 4 days ago. Yeah, I got it 4 days ago. This account was actually gifted to me by a very good friend, who I did not ask what they would like to go by if I mentioned them in a recording. But their screen name is usually Komaida, so thank you, Komaida. Really appreciate you giving me this account. When I first started, this had 6 SSRs, which is the really the highest level of card here. There's also URs, but those are hard to come by. I'm told they're also kind of limited, so still kind of struggling with that. But with the songs, there's 3 attributes, and songs are split up into different types of attributes there. So, let me see, I believe, let's look at this mezzo song. It's split up 25, 25, 50. for the attributes. I forgot what the attribute names are now, but we'll see them in a second. You can also check out your ranking here, and then the live challenge is essentially just the completion of the live. So there's one area for score, one for combo, and one for how many times you played it. If you clear all of them, you get stellar stones. So, for example, just getting an SS score on an easy song gets you 2. Getting a combo, it's not even the full combo here. I got a full combo on this song, and I didn't even have to. I could have just gotten, a little bit over 100 note combo, and I would have gotten 2 stellar stars. So on my first try, I get 4 stellar stars, which is pretty good. If I played this song up to 15 times, I get 3, and then I would, get a total of 5. So 4, so 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5, this is a longer pause for math than I intended. I apologize. I'm really brain dead right now. It's my weekend, so I shouldn't have to think. But either way, when you first get in here, you get songs of all different sorts from all the different groups. You also get the solo songs here, which you should all be happy about, because this way you can kind of test out your favorite boys as well, if you haven't decided yet. The only ones that don't have solo songs are Momo and Yuki from Revale, which is unfortunate. I like their songs, but you unlock more songs by going through the stories, so there's that. This is the info section. That's what popped up when I first came on. Essentially, it's what's in the news. So, for example, because it was Trigger Week, it's all these Trigger stuff and Revival ones. This is mail. That's where you get gifts from logging in or completing live challenges and stuff. And then this is your friends area. It says new because I must have gotten a new friend request. Unfortunately, my friends list is currently full. I've just been accepting them as I go along. But you can still get friend requests even if you have a full friends list, which is fine. But just keep that in mind. You can also check for your ID up here. If you want to friend me, I guess that's fine. It's just I probably won't be able to accept your friend request. If you could see that for the split second I had it up there. Let's see, this is where you do your gacha pulls, and thankfully you can just, on the bottom line here, you can move between the different gachas. So like, we have a lot of gachas for Trigger right now because it's Trigger Week. And then here's also the event gacha. I'll be honest, I don't know the difference between this one versus this one. I imagine this is the very special type. But I've been just doing the discount ones. So before, when I was recording myself earlier but lost the file, I did a discount gacha here for the 11 cards. It was discounted to 50, so when you first do a gacha, when a new gacha comes out, the first one's 50 stellar stones, and then after that it goes to 100. But this, I imagine, is the special type of gacha, which I didn't save up for. Like I said, I've only been playing this for 4 days, so I didn't have enough time to grind. There's also the classic gacha, which is just all of your boys together here, I believe. And then you've also got your friends gacha, but you do get friend points up here. Those are the 4-leaf clovers on top of there. These T's up here, those are like scouting tickets. And then SP, those are, I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be called, like stage points, I think, which when you look at the menu, here's the stage section. I won't get into it too much. Essentially, it's, if you've ever played Cinderella Girls Starlight Stage, it's essentially the what is it called? The lounge area of the game, where the girls in Cinderella Girls would interact. This is essentially the same thing, but it's a stage. Then this person icon is where you can look at your cards. I went too far into this in the first recording of it, and to be honest, my first recording was a full half hour, so I won't go as long. So this is where you can set up your teams. This is where you can practice cards. I will just say there are two different types of cards you can practice. So let's say I wanted to level up Momo here. I just press one of the addition boxes, and the first option are these Osama Pudding cards. Osama Pudding is a mascot in the game and in the series overall. Tamaki really likes Osama Pudding, so they kind of just use him in here. And I currently have them sorted by rarity. You have ends, rares. I need to not special practice, awaken some cards. The cards here that are duplicates, I can do that for, which in the other video I was able to show you, and I did that for two types of cards, but so I'm low on G and I can't show you that. But essentially I would go here. I would, let's see, this Sogo I have 2 copies of, so that means I can awaken him. So I would click him, and I would do that. I don't have enough G, so I can't do anything. You can kind of see a slight preview what the card looks like, and Sogo looks very scary. So I won't do that right now anyway. Sometimes Sogo scares me. He's a nice guy, I know that, but he's very serious. Granted, though, someone told me I was like Sogo, and I got a little nervous, like I'm like Sogo, and I thought that was a little weird. My favorite boy is Yamato, and I will show Yamato off to you. I had him as the my main screen card, which is different from the card you have as your center for a team. And you can change that in the options section, or you can just click here, home icon. That's a button you would just click, and he's your home boy. That sounded terrible, I apologize. I have him locked right now as, so I can't practice him away or anything, which that's very important. Keep the card that you like locked, you know. I should do that more, but I don't. You can also look at the card on its side here, and you can also, just by tapping it a second time, remove the outline, not the outline, the layer of the name and rarity, and you can just look at the nice art. This is just a Yamato SSR that I awakened. So when you awaken cards, you can awaken a card from a rare into a stellar rare, and then from a stellar rare to a super stellar rare. What I just clicked is the rabbit chat icon, which with cards you can max up their bonds. You know how like in Love Live or Cinderella Girls, the more you play with a card, their bond increases. So right now with this Yamato card, I am at 6% bond, and my goal is to one day get to 100% bond. When I reached 5% bond, I opened up this rabbit chat, which is essentially like a text messaging system where you, the manager, by the way, Tsumugi is a very good character in the game, and I think she has a very cute character design. I'm glad they gave her a face and everything. That was actually very nice, rather than just a generic short, brown-haired girl sort of thing. But back to the point, in Rabbit Chat, you essentially just chat with the idol that you've bonded with, even just by a little bit. One thing you can also do is by clicking this pink button at the top there, you can turn it so that you have it as though you're texting the character, the idol, like an actual messenger app. It's just fun to go through this and essentially pretend like you're actually chatting with them. So I would go through the whole thing of, chatting with Yamato here. And I've already completed this, but once you get to the end of the chat, it'll just complete for you. So I just press the back button and I'm good to go. And I'm back here. So when I originally had recorded this video, I got this Riku here, and I locked him, thankfully. So Nanase Riku, he's essentially the main boy, the main idol for IDOLiSH7. I'm not going to get too far in the characters, but Riku is a very good boy. I believe he's 18 years old in the series, and just very good-hearted, friendly guy. Who has a dark secret past. I whisper into the air. So like I said, I could make him my home screen right now. So this is a natural SSR. He has all of these skill slots available. I don't know what to do with skill slots right now. I don't know what that entails. But I'm really happy that I got him. One thing I noticed when I was originally recording this video, I had awakened this 10 rare into a stellar rare. So now I have two versions of him. I mean, two copies of this stellar rare, this SR, because I had 4 copies of his rare. So I essentially paired them off. One thing I noticed is that with Trigger, the 3 letters in Trigger, the 3 main letters, T, R, G, are the initials for the boys in Trigger. So, I felt kind of silly just figuring that out now, but I like it when I figure things out like that on my own, even though it may be apparent to everyone else except for me. So, for example, if I scroll down a bit, the T stands for 10, the G is for Gaku, and the R is for Ryo. So, Trigger. Yay! I wish I had figured that out earlier, and I would have seemed so smart, but now I figure it out on screen. There's also the shop section. If you are below the age of 20 in your game settings, it's not going to let you buy things, I think, or at least buy with actual physical money. I think that's a Japanese law. That's pretty much it, and I've actually shortened this video a lot further down than when I originally had recorded it, so kind of a silver lining in that dark gray cloud that I had there of losing the file. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will do videos of my gachas in the future for this game. I do plan on doing that. It depends on what gachas come out in the future as well, how frequently I'm going to do videos, but I will post videos, that's like a promise. I will at least try to see if I can do at least one poll every month just to keep a video out there or something. So, pretty much that's about it. If you like IDOLiSH7, I really do suggest you let your friends know and tell everyone that you know that you like it, because I think it is a good game, it's a good series, and you should really just support it as much as you can. I'm planning on buying, official merchandise at some point. I was at Anime Expo this last summer, and I was able to buy a few things that were official. I wasn't able to buy a 3-set poster from the official Bushiroad booth because I didn't have enough room in my suitcase to be able to take it back with me, so I was very sad. But again, like I said, if you love it, share it with everyone. Scream it at the top of your lungs that you love a series so that you can support it as much as you can. Alright, so I will get going then. And like I said, I will do another video at least by November, I'm going to say. At least by November. And I will show an actual gacha pull on screen this time instead of losing the file. So with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all enjoy your idol adventures.